Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. It's Bumpy here, back tonight with another video. Okay, again, a bit of a random one, a bit like my last video, my Severing collection, just doing some stuff to keep the channel ticking over until I find my stride again and get a few more weekly videos going. But yeah, tonight I thought I'd do 10 Vinegar Syndrome recommendations. Everybody loves a bit of Vinegar Syndrome these days, don't they? But you know, I worry that their back catalogue is getting a little bit overlooked because of movies like Navy SEALs, Sidekicks, you know, From Beyond, Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2. I know they're good films, but they're more for the commercial collector. And you know, I'm not saying anything about Vinegar Syndrome, mind, because they've released some new films recently that do look good of this ilk. But yeah, there was a time when it was getting a little bit too thing. But they all got bills to pay, I suppose. So anyway, stop waffling all that bollocks. Top 10 Vinegar Syndrome films. I couldn't put these in any order, so I put them in an order, so I could put them in an order. But I put them in date order, right, instead of any kind of preference order. So the first one then, way back from 1973, wicked exploitation film, The Candy Snatchers. Okay, so this has got a plot you've seen before. A couple of bumbling criminals want to kidnap someone and then hold the parents ransom. Okay, so yeah, this is made in 1973, so it was a little bit risque compared to today's standards. You know, the girl in they kidnapped is only supposed to be about 15, and yeah, they're doing all types of awful shit to them. You know, you've got the usual setup. The one guy's like desperate, but he's nice. You know, and then you've got the one guy who's just a psycho, like, but he's very passive, like, and you know, he just builds up slowly. You don't realise at first, but he's into a right nut job. So anyway, this one's really worth watching. Can be a little bit offensive, so you know, if you don't like exploitation cinema, then it might be a bit too much for you. But yeah, I love it. It is really good film. So The Candy Snatchers. All right, then number 9. All right, this is a film from my childhood. I didn't think I'd ever really come across this one again because I used to rent it. It used to be in a horrible big dusty box. It used to be on the top shelf away from the normal films because the newsagent used to have this row where you'd rent them out and they'd be like 50 pence, or you could buy them for a fiver. I was always too scared to buy this one because it always used to give me nightmares, but I rented it loads of times. And anyway, is The Children. All right, so this, it turns out this is a trauma film. Watching it now, I don't know why I was so scared, but this would be in my top 5 movies that gave me nightmares when I first watched it in the 80s when I was a kid. Like I said, it was called The Children of Ravensback. This is the artwork that I sort of recognise here. It was on the old video I used to rent. I don't know if that means anything to you. So like I said, I never thought I'd hear of this film again, but then I never forgot it. And obviously with the internet, I had Googled it a few times and sort of knew it was knocking about here and there. But then I seen it on the Vinegar Syndrome on a nice remaster. And this is one of those ones where it does come with the warning at the start saying, look, you know, some of the elements were just too messed up. We couldn't do anything about it. There's some jumps in quality, but I just love it even more for that. So anyways, with these kids, and they go through this toxic waste cloud on this school bus, and it does something to them. Like all their fingernails turn black, and every time they touch a grown-up, they they melt into a scandal. Like, it's terrible now by today's standards, special effects. But honestly, I slept in my mum and dad's bed for a couple of nights after watching this one. I know when I was about 7 or 8. Yeah, so really, really good. And this is one of the first films. Like, it's got a bit of a reputation because they don't hold back. Like, you know, some of the kids, they do just get shot like straight up with shotguns, like by some parents, and also yeah, it's a bit mad. Like, you know what trauma's like though. So The Children, or The Children of Ravensback. All right, then next up, this one is one of the VSAs. Number 14 is 1984. This is called Alley Cat. Okay, so this is for the sort of people who like movies that are described with like shit karate and boobs. You know, that's the two things I always look for when I'm buying Vinegar Syndrome. Has it got any boobs in it? And has it got shit martial arts? And if it has, I'm in. So this is no different. So this is Alley Cat, right? The woman in this, she's stunning. And she gets naked. She got a wicked body on her. But she's only ever been in this. She's in Angel 3, I think, or Angel 2. And then that's pretty much about it. Like, you look at her filmography, she hasn't done any more, but she's wicked hot. Her name's Karen Manny. Yeah, so this is an awesome film. Anyway, it's like a little vigilante film about this girl. And she learns all martial arts, like to take on the local thugs. Do they do something to her old man? Kind of if they kill him or just rob him. As a grandparents are savagely attacked. That's it, yeah. So really good. It's got some alternative art. Saying that, it's just the same as on this disc, so there's no point showing it. It hasn't really got any old school art that you would recognise it by. I think they're both newly commissioned. But anyway, so yeah, this is really good. Like I said, don't expect Oscar-worthy acting or like amazing fight choreography But, you know, just go in for a laugh and to see some really tiny boobs, you're in for a treat. I can never get these VSAs back in the cases. Oh, right then, so that's Alley Cat. I don't even know what number that was. What was that, number 7? So, right, number 6 then. This is a wicked film, this is. This is made in 1984, but it feels like a 70s exploitation film. It's called Shallow Grave, not to be mistaken with the Danny Boyle one of the same name. Oh, so the slip on this one's wicked. I still think this is in stock, unbelievably. It's all embossed, but there you got a wicked foreshadowing there, what happens to some of her friends, like. And then this is the girl here and the sheriff. So these girls fall foul of this dodgy sheriff, like they catch him killing someone in the woods, and he's chasing them all around town. But it's wicked, man. I tell you, it's there's a headshot in this, like when the girl's running through the woods, boom, it just looks wicked. You see some of the shots there, absolutely awesome. And the sheriff guy, he's pretty damn menacing. I wouldn't have known this film from the video shop days. I just took a chance on this from someone's recommendation. Master Chaos, like you said, this was one of their better films, and yeah, fair dues, absolutely awesome. Definitely one of the ones I watched 3 or 4 times. That's the best thing about all these old-fashioned films, especially Vinegar Syndrome. If you find ones you like, the rewatchability is amazing, like, because it's just like comfort movies because of the way they look and everything. Yeah, just take you back to another time, absolutely wicked. So definitely, if you like your violent thrillers, this is one to check out, Shallow Grave. And like I said, I think it's still in stock with a slip cover, which is unbelievable, really. All right then, so then this one I think is probably number 6, is it? Or number 5? This is 1987, all right, this is a bit of a teen slasher kind of movie. When I first seen it, I thought it was an Italian movie, like looking at the cover, but anyway, this is called The Uninvited. Right, this is one of the limited edition members ones. You haven't got to be a member really, but you just got to have enough points to get one. So yeah, it's absolutely wicked. Anyway, it's about a cat that lives inside a cat that comes out and kills people, and then by there you think it's this like black traditional witch's cat, but really it's a bit of a missell because the cat's ginger. And I used to think, oh, you know, fancy that, like selling you up the river. But then it does show there's ginger on the back by there, so I don't know what the hell that was all about. But anyway, so this is, like I said, this is like a teen slasher. But the slasher's the cat, like it comes out the other cat, and these kids are all stuck on a boat. They're spring breakers, yeah, a group of spring breakers. They're on a luxury yacht for the Cayman Islands, and yeah, this cat's aboard, like he's like some sort of lab cat. I think some sort of yeah, biochemical lab he's been testing on him. Mind-boggling piece of late 80s horror weirdness. Like this is the sort of stuff you'd never see if it wasn't for Vinegar Syndrome, or you know, you were deep into your movies in the 70s and the 80s, you know. So yeah, 1987, like I said. So yeah, so this is a wicked film, slasher type creature feature. The Uninvited. The guy in this, I can't think what he's off. He's got the grey hair. He's in like all the George Kennedy. That's how you know him, George Kennedy. Yeah, so he's in that for a bit of you know, nostalgia. And then the next one up then, I think this is number 5. Yeah, number 5. So this film is absolutely awesome. Again, I would never have heard of it. It wasn't for a recommendation. It's from 1990. Although, again, it feels like an early 80s exploitation film. It's called Blood Games. Okay, so this film is absolutely wicked. It's about these women, and they're playing a charity baseball match at the start against these guys. And at the end, like, the women beat them, and the guys don't like it. And there's like a bit of money that's got to change hands because it's like a charity and whatever. And the men don't want to pay up, like, so it just leads into a bit of mayhem then, like with the coach of the women's team, like, confronts the guy in the bar who runs the team. Like, I can't think what he says to him, but he goes, he has a fight with him in the toilet, like, and he says something to him. He says, "You're fucking with the devil now, boy." And then he go and had a fight, like. But the guy who says that, he ends up getting beat up anyway, getting his head flushed down the toilet, is hilarious. But yeah, so this is a wicked one. Again, I wouldn't have known this from the video shop days. You know, it was made in the 90s, so I probably should have. But there's some more art if you recognise it. But yeah, this is wicked. The women are fitting here. Like I said, it feels like an 80s movie with the sort of out-to-date language that they use in it. I know it's not PC in the slightest. But I didn't recognise any of the actors in it, even though it's 1990. It's got a wicked soundtrack as well, like all that caper. And yeah, it's just wicked, like Blood Games, just awesome film. All right, then this one, this is a TV movie. Again, it's from 1990. This is Elijah Wood's first ever film. You get it as part of a 3-pack with Vinegar Syndrome called Televised Terror. All right, this is called Child in the Night. So this is unbelievable. This is a it's a TV movie, American, but it's like a giallo. Like, it's got all the traits of a giallo. Like, the killer's got like these long yellow rubber gloves and like uses sharp instruments and like a long anorak jacket and all this. Like, and he's got like these mad crazy scenes. Like, this kid, he's got some mental issues. Like, and he like, it sounds weird, but like he just drifts off into this like Peter Pan land where this like Nancy Hook is trying to get hold of him, like, and he's because he's seen something, he's seen a crime, but he can't. It's like he suppressed it, and like it's coming out in these manifestations in his mind of these other things, and it's like Captain Hook like trying to kill him, but it's like really Nancy and whatever. It's just mad. So Elijah Wood is in it, his first ever film. Tom Skerritt is in it, obviously. Jo Beth Williams, who's the mother in Poltergeist. So yeah, it's got a wicked cast. And I tell you who's in it is my man, Darren McGavin from Cold Shack, wicked actor. I tell you, this film, well, I say about the video shop days, this wouldn't have even been in a video shop because it is direct to TV. So again, I praise the Lord for Vinegar Syndrome because you never would have seen light of day of this. Talking about this film makes me want to watch it now because it's been a while since I've seen it. So like I said, the first film with Elijah Wood in, like a proper TV American giallo whodunit, like with a big twist at the end, which I did guess, so I'm proud of that. But Happy Days, you really need to check this one out. Child in the Night, wicked film. All right then this one then, number 3. Like I said, in not any preference order, just in date order. So this is made in 1994. Again, this is a TV movie. I don't even know what, well, I know what made me buy it because it was in a sale. Otherwise, I never would have bought this movie, but I'm so glad I did. The Birds 2, Land's End, right? I used to get it like a bit confused with Birdemic that you can get on Severin, like they're really cheap, low budget, like CGI birds. I don't know why I was getting it mistaken, really. Obviously, this is just a sequel to the original Alfred Hitchcock movie. And yeah, it's pretty good for a TV film. I tell you, this film is really good. It starts off slow burn, like, and the end set piece, you can see it's like one big set piece now it's been put together, but it's really impressive for a TV movie. You can tell he would have had a good laugh filming it with all the bombs going off and the explosions and like jumping in all the water and everything. It's really good fun. This film. I don't say that about films a lot because it bugs me sometimes when people say, oh, I had fun with that, because I don't like having fun with movies. I like to be put through the ringer. Do you know what I mean? But this is a fun watch, like for 90 minutes. The woman in it as well, she's quite a famous actress, Chelsea Field, and she gets a Norks out, which is quite surprising really for a TV movie when she's never got a Norks out and anything else. It's like through a white satin dress, but you can see everything when she's on the beach, so there's a thing for you. And this has got Tippi Hedren in as well, returning her role, so it's not like completely without anything to do with the original, and there's some reversible art there. So yeah, honestly, you'd be shocked with this one. Like, it's not going to, like I said before, it's not going to win any Oscars or anything, but for something you wouldn't expect to be good, it definitely, you know, exceeds your expectations on every level. So definitely check this out if you can. The Birds 2. Then I didn't think I'd be putting a Jalal Mahay and Billy Blanks movie in here, but this one actually surprisingly was really good. And I thought it was going to be the worst out of all the ones I bought. This is called Expect No Mercy. So this is like a typical martial arts movie, like from the 90s with Billy Blanks and Jalal Mahay. Like, it's all about the fighting really. The story comes second, but this is like got a virtual reality sort of buzz over it. Like, but I've got to be honest, the virtual reality stuff doesn't bring the film down or bog it down. I think it's very loose, which is right. This has got the guy in, he's like German, I think, or like Swedish, big tall blonde guy. You see him in all the karate movies. I'll tell you his name now probably. Is it Wolf Larsen? Sounds like that could be the guy. But anyway, so yeah, so the reason why this is good is because Billy Blanks, sorry, his brother's in it. They look exactly alike, and they have a fight at the end. It's wicked. It's probably one of the best fights I've ever seen in a film. That's why he's on here, because you can't tell him apart for his character. Billy Blanks, his brother, they just sprayed his hair silver or gold. His hair, I think, is silver, so it looks like the two guys fighting each other. But the one who's got a silver hair, like, but yeah, it's just awesome, that fight scene is worth watching. And Lone Black says it's got that big tall German guy in it and whatever. So if you like all the 90s action movies, like the martial art ones, best of the best, and you know, whatever else, I'd be naming them forever. But Expect No Mercy is well worth the watch. Better than Talons of the Eagle and TC 2000, that's for sure, much better. But yeah, so that's number 2. And then number 1, the latest movie on you, obviously made in 1999. This has got our boy Anthony Wong in, Tony Wong, the main man, the man who'd do anything for a paycheck in a good way. So this is part of Hong Kong Volume 1. So there's 3 movies in this. It comes in a nice box. All right, they all got Anthony Wong in, right? But I'm telling you, there's a movie on here in the middle. It's called Erotic Nightmare. And oh my God, like, when I was younger, I used to listen to a rap band called Digital Underground. You might not have heard of them, or you might have heard of them, depending where you're watching this from, really. But anyway, they used to do a song. It was called Packet Man. And the story behind the song was about a drug dealer. But you could sell this hallucinogenic drug where you take it, and then for like the next 45 minutes, you'd be in an imaginary world with a real fit woman, like, you know, and you'd at the end of it, jizz your pants, I guess. Like, it was like a wet dream, like in a drug. And I always think it was a funny song, and I always imagine if there was a video to it, and then I watched this film, and I'm telling you, Erotic Nightmare, the maker of this, they must have seen that film because it's about Anthony Wong, and like he's lost all his libido and everything, and he goes to this guy. Well, like he stumbles upon him somehow. Like it's all so loose. But he's like, I hid behind a van, this guy, and he calls him over. He's like, you want to try this drug? Like, and that's what he'll do. Like, he'd send you off into these dreams where, you'll meet up with these beautiful women and, like, have an happy ending. And that's what he does. Like, so the first part of the film is him, like, he's just lying in bed, like, his missus is sleeping next to him, like, he's jizzing his pants off this fucking thing he's taken. And then he's trying to hide it, but the camera shoots in and all his fucking boxers are all fucking wet and all, like, just hanging, like, and as the story goes on, like, he obviously ends up a bit addicted to it, like, and there's a secret plot there is, like, the dealer, he's trying to do something to him, like, not overdose him, but he's like leading him onto a test or something else. Like I said, it's so loose, I can't remember. You don't need to remember much about it. All you need to know is like Anthony Wong, he's just having all these sex dreams, like random sex dreams, like these young girls in gyms, there's loads of boobs in there. So if you like the Asian women, like the boobs and all in the bloody short skirts and all, this is a film to watch, I tell you. So yeah, number one on the list, Erotic Nightmare. But you can't go wrong with all three of these shows. Well, I'm always watering thinking about it. Anthony Wong, what a legend. The world's a better place for him. So on behalf of Bumpers Movies and Vinegar Syndrome, thanks a lot for watching. I'll catch you soon.